Hello, my friends. I just wanted to bring you greetings from the States and tell you about a workshop that's coming up in Sydney on May 13th. It'll probably be my only visit to Sydney this year due to some other commitments. And so I'm hoping that you'll be able to come and join us. This one's called Secrets to Working in the Field. And so I decided that rather than try to do more new things, I would take you back to some of the classics that I've used over the years that you may have seen at a retreat, in a program, or an event. And so I wanted to sort of take you behind the scenes and look at 4 of the core things that I'm most known for so that you can start to incorporate them more fully into your own practice. And so the first 2 kind of go together, which we'll spend time on in the morning. One is the most famous thing I'm known for, which is the 3 chairs. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about how they came to be, kind of what they mean, kind of some secrets about how to use them in your own practice. I've developed a number of new applications of the 3 chairs, since many of you would have seen me. I'd like to share with you some of those more advanced practices, talk to you about how they work and why they work so that you can start to feel confident that you can use them with your clients. Even to this day, all these years later, I find it's the most effective and almost often expedient way to help clients get in touch with the real nub or crux of their issue and use the physicality, the somatic experience of this to be able to help your clients move through things that are important to them. And so it's an opportunity to do that. And as part of that, one of the concepts that we work a lot with in our work is this idea of third spaces. So we're actually going to show you some practical ways in which you can introduce that idea into things that you're doing with your clients. So really some practical ways of actually manifesting that with them. And this is particularly important because it helps our clients get unstuck, to get out of that teeter-totter between 2 things they think of as a polarity or as opposites, but actually helps them move into a third space so they can actually resolve that dilemma and make progress. So again, it's a really wonderful experiential way to how do you create that geometry in the room? Where do you position yourself? How do you make that all effective for clients? We're going to show you all of that and have some fun. The other 2 also go together in terms of some of the practices that we use, which help people externalize their story or their dilemma in themselves, see that out in front of them as a way for them to be able to work with what's going on in, I find, a very effective way. The first has to do with objects. So just take an object that shows up in a coaching session or in a workshop, and how do you use sort of found art, if you will, or objects that are available to a client as a symbol, as a representation of whatever the issue is for them. And just the physicality of holding something or seeing something or being with something is just so powerful. And so again, I'm going to show you why I think that works and how that works and kind of how to set that up and how to manifest that process with clients. And then the last one is the one that's probably the most significant. If you've ever been to a retreat or any of the events, you would have seen often me work with people at thresholds. I feel like we live in a time when we're facing so many in our lives and in our organizations as we grapple with so many uncertainties and so many tensions around climate, around race, around economics, et cetera. And it feels like so much of the work that we're being asked to do now is at these thresholds. So again, I'm going to show you some of the secrets, like how do I do what I do? What is a threshold? How do I recognize them? How do I create them? What do I do when my client's at one? How do I make that an effective and powerful experience for them? So all 4 of these are things that you may have experienced before, and some of you have even tried them before in events and on your own. But this is a way for you to kind of have some dialogue with me, kind of learn about my experience, the secrets I've gained over the years about how to make these powerful for your clients. So I'm hoping that you'll come and join me on the 13th of May. It's going to be an extraordinary day over in Killarbilly. We've done events there before, and I hope to see you then. And I wish you well for the rest of the day, wherever you are. And that we'll see you soon coming up next month. Take care.